Hello and welcome to another update video about ICP. ICP's fifth wave tries to extend higher. In this video, we talk about targets should we get another breakout to the upside, which at the moment isn't very clear. However, we can now, with the latest low that formed today, we can identify an upward sloping trend channel that we can observe going forward. And it would now take a break at least below the lower boundary line of the trend channel to suggest that a deeper pullback is unfolding. Can of course happen at any time, so it's something to watch, but the channel line seems to guide the price higher. A more bullish outlook or direct extension higher is basically possible should the price be able to break above the previous significant Fibonacci level at $15.74 and break above this previous swing high, which is basically a cluster of resistances up there, right? So you have this Fibonacci level and previous swing highs all in the same area. And as long as the price keeps trending higher, so we haven't taken out any previous swing low, as long as the price forms higher highs, higher lows, this uptrend is intact. And the next levels, I think, are clear. But yeah, the main question is, okay, what happens if the price breaks above that 1580 level? Well, then the next level to watch would certainly be the upper boundary line of the trend channel anyway. Plus, however, the next main Fibonacci level at $23.63. I think in yesterday's video, we talked about if we break down, where is support? So the support levels are completely unchanged. Here between $4.10 and $8.32. The overall focus can remain on higher prices as long as this support isn't broken to the downside. So I think that should be clear. But what isn't entirely clear, what are all the levels that should be or that could be upside targets, which obviously becomes more relevant with today's spike. Should we see a break above that last major Fibonacci level, which was the 50% Fib level here? So at the moment, first of all, we can see that in one wave count, in one scenario, we can see this as a 5-wave move. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and this could be a wave 5 extension. Micro counting doesn't make much sense here. There are different ways how this could be, how we could frame this. For example, as a diagonal pattern. Then, for example, we would be dealing here with, and I'll zoom in a minute. Let's just do it now. It's just that this wave structure leaves too much room for interpretation to determine any, very reliable wave count. But this could be an A wave. This could then be a B wave, and this could be a C wave based on latest price action. But that means invalidation point for this scenario is the $8.60 level, the wave 4 low. And let's talk about upside targets. If this really is a C wave, I mean, that's what we mainly use the waves for, to get some targets, some levels. Then target would be the 100% extension level of the A wave. We talk about $19.44. So that's the level worth watching. Can always extend higher, but it is a level worth watching. Another way of measuring targets would be to take the length of waves 1 and 3. Then we go to the low of the wave 4. And the main level there would be at $20.77. So there seems to be a cluster around $19 to $20. And it might be worth watching it, but only really, obviously, if we break above the recent high. What can happen further is obviously here that it keeps moving a little alongside within this price channel and then climb higher. But a break below the trend channel would likely send it first to the previous support line here, where we had previous structural support today at $10.50 roughly. And below that level, probably here to the 38.2 retracement level of the main support box. Remember that this support range needs to be adjusted if the price makes another swing high, because it's measured against the entire length of the last rally. So I think focus at the moment can be on these trend lines. The trend lines support the price, but obviously, as I said, a first warning would be if the lower boundary line breaks. These trend lines are now visible because we now have 3 touch points here. We didn't have that yesterday. So it could be helpful to determine price action going forward. That's my update about ICP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.